Welcome everyone once again for this wonderful, powerful Speaker X session. And today we have a very dynamic lady as our Speaker X, Dr. Seema Chawda. So welcome in the hot seat of the Speaker X, Seema. So I'm so happy to see you here because I've seen you working so hard on yourself, so much on your practice growth. And today you are here at the Speaker X. A very warm welcome and good morning to you. Your first thoughts.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Sir, I am also very excited to be here and feel privileged to have got this opportunity to be here.
Okay, superb. So just introduce yourself, like where are you from? Where do you practice? How many years you are into practice and whatever you want to introduce about yourself.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Seema Chawda. I am a conservative dentist and microendodontist. And I practice in Valsad, Gujarat. I started my practice in 2019.
Okay, so started the practice in 2019. Wonderful. So it's just like 5 years and Seema is practicing now. So just want to know, Seema, when you started your practice, like what kind of challenges you used to face on day-to-day basis in your practice? And how was your psychology? What you used to think about dental practice, private practice, or dentistry as a whole, whatever.
Sir, actually, when I started my practice, before that, I was doing consultations for around one and a half year. So that time was not sure that whether actually I could run my own practice or not, whether I would get profit from my practice or not. But keeping hopes high, I started my practice that let's see what happens. Initially, in the days of practice before joining MDF, it was like was doing a decent practice, but was not very confident, was not very sure about getting high ticket patients, was not able to convince patients for high budget treatment because I myself was not confident about presenting myself, that how could I present myself well. So those were the challenges that were there before joining the community.
Okay, wonderful. So, how many of you have felt this actually when you started your new practice and all of a sudden you felt directionless? All of a sudden you felt, I don't know if I'm doing it right. There is nobody to judge, nobody to validate, nobody to guide, and you are clueless. So, whether you're doing good, bad, right, not, whatever. How many of you had this feeling? Type me in the chat, right? And interestingly, all of us go through it. Okay, I still remember like 25 years back when I started practicing, and I was like, yaar, am I on the right track? That was a very simple common question that I always used to go through. Am I on the right track? कोई तो मुझे बता दे कि तू सही जा रहा है. That's it. But it was not there actually. So although the practice was good, but then you always need that pat on your back. You always need that uh, you know just that push. Keep going. You are doing it right. Okay. So Seema, how your that breakthrough moment came? How you
Uh,
came to know about this wonderful, powerful community called Millionaire Dentist Hub, and how you took it further?
Sir, I got to know about you from my friend Dr. Harshal. He had joined earlier. So he told me one day that there is some kind of this kind of course which helps you to grow your practice. So my first thought was that does this work? Then I attended the free webinar. That was 14th February 2021. So you said that this is the best gift that you can give yourself on this day. And obviously that was the best day. So as soon as I saw that free webinar, I joined the course. After that, in the same year, I joined Gold Diamond as well as Life Excel. So first, when I joined Life Excel, I joined with Wealth Excel because the money was growing after joining MDF. So the first thought was of joining Wealth Excel to know how to invest or how to grow that money. So first I joined Wealth Excel and then continued the Life Excel journey. And I would like to add that, sir, that many a times people think that we don't have the money to join. Even I thought so when I jumped from silver to gold. My first thought was that whether I would be able to pay this installment. But at every stage, whenever I have upgraded into the course, at no stage have I faced that I would face a challenge that I don't have that money. After upgrading, the practice started growing so much that there was never a point where I had to think about that installment or about paying that money.
Oh, this is very powerful, huh? Guys, I'll share my own experience with you. Uh, every single time I want that extra money, okay, maybe for renovation of the house or maybe whatever reason, my practice has went up. It might be only for those couple of months, but it had went up and I could manage to have that money. How many of you have experienced this? Type me in the chat. Okay. And let me tell you something. This is such a powerful thing. You know, what does it mean? It actually means that universe is ready to give you what you ask for. The problem is we just don't ask enough and we don't ask often. You should keep on asking to the universe. Trust me, whether you know this concept of manifestation or not doesn't matter at this moment. Okay. You want to go to vacation and you get that money. You want to buy something, you get that money. You have that one extra EMI, you get that money if you're in the right frame of mind. That's the only thing. Every single time you want that extra money, you end up getting it if you are in the right, mental framework. And this is so powerful. You will never be short of it. So this is important. And, like Seema talked about Wealth Excel. Wealth Excel, those of you who don't know, is a 4 days extremely powerful program that I conduct only once in a year, where we talk A to Z about financial management, financial planning, and wealth creation. So interestingly, money started growing, and Seema attended Wealth Excel first, and then eventually joined the Life Excel. That's interesting. Now the question is, how the money started growing? What changed after you became part of this online community? You became part of this Life Excel. What changed for you?
So first thing that I changed was, I think, the experience that I was giving to the patients. I had a single chair practice. So I had even that mindset that maybe big ticket patients do not get converted in single chair practice. So after joining the gold level, I started implementing small things like welcome drinks, the ambience of the clinic, the hospitality, the welcome gifts, and many small things which I think changed the experience. My soft skills improved, my communication improved, due to which the mindset which I had that I cannot convince the patient got changed. And through that, I think I started upgrading myself as well as upgrading my treatments that I was offering to the patient.
Superb. So what changed the game was the experience creation, okay, which we talk a lot more and in depth in, like gold membership, right? And most importantly, the soft skills. As I always say, communication skill is the most important thing we must learn for the patient consultation. Simply because, see, dentistry is an elective field. Except pain relief, nothing is compulsory here. Okay. So it takes extra efforts for you and me as a dentist to convince those patients, right? And you just cannot do it if you are not a magnetic communicator. You cannot do it if you are not a very good presenter. Okay. No matter how good root canals you do, no matter how good implants you do, but if you cannot present it well to the patient, they will never say yes, and you will never get an opportunity to do that implant. Okay. So as I always say, the presentation of your content is as important as the content itself. Okay. So you should be able to communicate very well. You should be able to present very well. Naturally, for that, you need to learn the soft skills very well. Experience creation and communication change the game. So as this change your game, how you changed mentally as well during this time and over a period of time, that I want to know actually, because I've really seen you changing a lot as a person as well, not just in the practice.
Yes, sir. Sir, I would like to add that when I joined Life Excel, the reason of not joining maybe from personal Excel was that I believed that I had that positive mindset. But of course, after joining Life Excel, I would say that the personal Excel, the mindset that we go through it and the change that we go through it is completely different, and it is completely not, I mean, of very great value, the mindset that we change after personal Excel. So even my mindset changed. I knew that some treatments are good for the patients, like maybe full ceramic crowns are good for the patient, but it was in my mindset that the patient is not affording or the patient cannot afford this treatment. So my convincing power was not there to convince for that treatment. So that is where my mindset helped me to change that it is in our minds and not in the patient's mind. So maybe because of that mindset, I could offer a better treatment plans to the patient. My mindset regarding upgradation changed, that we should upgrade ourselves because we start believing ourselves that we have learned a lot and we know a lot. But as you say, that what you don't know does not exist. So started learning new things. In that way also the mindset helped to change. And the mindset of asking, as you said, that whatever we ask for we get. So we never had that mindset of asking for big things. So started asking for big things and definitely started getting those big things.
Oh, this is very, very powerful share. Huh? And yeah, what you do not know does not exist for you. So I have seen hundreds of our Life Excel participants who think that I don't need personal Excel. But with all honesty, personal Excel is those 3 days that change you as a person. And I always say this: your practice is just the reflection of who you are. Okay, your life is just the reflection of who you are. So you will always land up attracting people, attracting things, attracting experiences around you the way you are. It's very simple. Okay. So ask for the big things and you get the big things. Powerful, right? Yeah. It's so important. So working on yourself, constantly working on yourself is extremely important. And therefore, every single time we have our online session called Inner Circle Masterclass, the first thing I talk about is working on your subconscious mind. Because trust me, there is no substitute for this. The more you work on yourself, the stronger you grow, you become within, and that gets reflected into your life, that gets reflected into your practice. Okay. And a lot of us, like, I know it, I don't need it. Those are the worst words, worst sentence of life. Never have this in your mind. Okay. Wonderful. So after becoming part of this wonderful community and doing all these things, and you are a very good leader also in Life Excel in your Gujarat group. And so over the last 3 years, how much practice growth you have seen? So I actually want to know that.
Sir, after joining the community, I have almost seen 5 to 6 times growth in the practice.
Wow.
And I would like to add that I'm almost about to finalize my deal for my own space for clinic and about to expand my practice.
Okay, wonderful. So first of all, guys, 3 years, 5 to 6 times practice growth. Just give a big, big, big congratulations, okay, to Seema, because she actually deserves every bit of it. Okay, so superb, right? So 5 to 6 times practice growth in the 3 years. How you feel about it, by the way?
So feel very great and actually had never expected to grow so fast. So definitely feeling very happy about it, and especially very happy to have now my own space as well as to expand the practice.
Yeah, superb. Yes. That also is the another thing that you mentioned, that you're moving from a rented place to your own premise. That's superb, actually. So from how many square feet to how many square feet now?
So currently it is 280 square feet, moving to around 650 square feet.
Oh, superb. So 280 square feet to 650 square feet. And I'm sure, so uh, trust me, the millionaire practice is just around the corner. Okay. So the
Sir,
moment.
actually, I would like to add that have experienced the millionaire practice as well.
Oh, superb.
Some months, not every time, but have experienced it.
That's perfectly perfect. So, and that's really powerful. Huh? So, no matter, like, even a few times, but hitting that million mark as a revenue in the month is superb thing. Okay, so and that's so good. So honestly, I didn't know that you have gone to that level of practice growth. That's really good, and I'm really happy for you. Okay, so. Mustafa says, can you describe your journey from planning from rent to the own kind of, like, how did you plan about finances, or what was the thought process? Just, it will maybe help a few people actually, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I was first not again very sure of that how I would be able to bring that EMI and I'd be able to pay that EMI or not. But since now the practice has become consistent, that is why I planned for the loan. And once in your discussion with Wealth Excel, you had explained how the EMI helps and how loan is not a big deal to have, and it actually helps into your finances. So keeping that into mind, I got that confidence. And actually I'm taking the space on loan only, and it is just that now I have the confidence to pay that EMI.
Superb, superb. So I hope it's actually going to be really useful for quite a few people who are planning this. And let me tell you, I always say this when it comes to financial management, it's all about two simple things. One is the risk management, another is the money management. Okay, and if you ask me, if you are in the right frame of mind, okay, if you have done personal excel, if you have done wealth excel, if you have done practice excel, and if you are part of this MDF journey, everything will automatically fall in place for you. You don't even have to worry about it. I'm not joking. Be here all the time, keep on implementing things all the time, and you become unstoppable in life. Okay, that's really important. So Seema, thank you so much for being here, inspiring people, sharing your golden nuggets with them. And congratulations once again for this wonderful practice growth, wonderful lot of hard work that you have put in. So your parting thoughts here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for always guiding us. Thank you for always being there. Because I would like to add that you always say that it is not about giving the fish, but to teach, to learn how to do the fishing, and you have taught us that. And that is I what I think that is important and have helped us in everyday day-to-day practice. Now we don't need to ask you as well. We know that how you would think, and we implement those things and get the results. So sir, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to be there in the community and always guiding us.
Okay, superb. Yes, it's very important, very powerful parting thought as well. Once again, guys, you give ready-made fish to someone and you can feed the person for a day. You teach fishing and you can feed them for their lifetime. Okay, so that's so powerful. And that's what I always want. I want all of you to learn this so that you keep on growing on your own and making me proud all the time. Okay. So congratulations once again. And thank you for being our Speaker X today. Okay. So guys, with this, we conclude this particular Speaker X session. And I'll see you in the next Speaker X session on the other side with our another super powerful Speaker X, right?